Hi guys, I'm back up here with another personal reading, or not personal, collective message, excuse me. That's how you know I haven't been here for a little bit. Anyways, I'm here with the collective message. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let it hear from you guys. Let's start the discussion. As well as let's go share these bids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I will not be on screen today. I'm just going to talk to you guys, okay? All right, that's about it, okay? So let's get this message started. This message has to really do with being able to find that frequency between you and God, okay? We always talk about riding that wave with God, going the speed of God, right? We always talking about that, right? In these moments in time, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going through it myself, where it's like you're constantly walking on a tightrope, right? So that being said, it's a balancing act between you and the world. You and the world, right? And it's that type of energy. This goes for those that feels like they've been in the quote unquote, with quotation marks, the world a lot, right? When you're in the world a lot, right? And you're normally in Zion, right? You start to see little things in your physical reality that starts to get dysfunctional, okay? For example, let's say your house ain't clean, your bedroom's dirty, you're not taking care of your to-do list, you're not doing what is necessary to get things done, and it's really showing in your physical reality that we have to line back up with God, right? And I believe the last message has to do with taking a breather. If things is not falling in, maybe check in with God, okay? Where these two messages clash is when you sit down with God, right? And God lets you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it, right? That's when it starts to become, when you hit that space of autopilot, right? If you want to say, we want to call it airplane mode, right? This is that type of energy. You know, when you're riding on a plane, you put your phone on airplane mode, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time where you're just riding that wave, right? This is like a person who was scheduled to have a vacation, right? Let's say you had a week's vacation, okay? And after a week passed, you party, you did all you need to do, you relaxed, God gave you that time. Now it's time to go back home, fly back wherever you came from and go back to work, get back into the world and do all that. This is like someone deciding to stay 2 more nights at wherever they're at and postpone getting back to work, postpone getting back to the grind, postpone getting back to Zion, postpone getting back on purpose and things of that nature, guys. Trust me, this goes for you and it goes for me too, because I'm dealing with the same energy, y'all. We all riding this frequency, right? This is that type of energy going through the wilderness, right? Where you feel sluggish, you feel that I just don't feel like doing nothing, right? Autopilot, right? This is that type of energy. And we know that an idle mind is the worst place to be. That's where the devil can make you do things and line up and play with your emotions, play with your thoughts and this, that, and the third. And especially when you are not moving, when you're not doing any action, when you're, and action can look different to everybody. Action doesn't mean go out and build something. Action doesn't mean always go enhance your career, right? Sometimes action requires you to sit down and talk with God. Sometimes action requires you to get on your knees and pray. Sometimes action requires you to get into meditation. Sometimes action requires you to stop making things happen. Sometimes actions require you to build your faith up. You know what I'm saying? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Everybody's action, everybody's loaf looks different. But Either or, everybody has their own personal loaf. God knows what you're able to bear, right? So this is that type of energy. God gave you your loaf. God gave you your load, right? God's going to take care of it's part of its side. It's waiting on you to make that first move. Remember, when it comes to God and blessings in your life or whatever you are searching in your life, God moves when you move. If you are still, everything in your life is still. I repeat, if you are still, everything else in your life stops moving. So this is that type of energy where it seems like things aren't lining up. It seems like things ain't moving fast enough. It seems like this is happening, that is happening. Sometimes it requires us to scale back and check our motherfucking selves. Scale back, look at ourselves, and make sure that we on the up and up. Sometimes it's not our environment. Sometimes it's how we're reacting to our environment. Sometimes it's how we're moving in our environment. Sometimes it's how we are being presented in our environment, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time, okay? So to wrap this message up, it has to do with getting on the frequency. Excuse me, y'all. Like, all my air just like came out of my lungs just now. Like, I had to take a big breath and everything. Anyways, it's about us realigning that frequency with God, right? Right. It's about you really getting on that tightrope and balancing back out, becoming more balanced, right? And it's not necessarily like we fucking up or anything like that. It ain't nothing like that. It's just little shit we see in the physical environment, right? Little things that will show that things need to be tightened up. Like I repeated at the beginning, I'll repeat from the beginning of this reading. If you're used to cleaning your room and making your bed every day, right, that can line up. You start slacking on making your bed every day. Your room's a little junky, right? Or you usually a homebody. You've been stepping out a lot more. You've been stepping out a lot more. Let's say you don't normally drink like that. You've been drinking a little bit more. It's not necessarily that you're off the deep end. This is the difference between word of deep boom for this. A 10 of wands and a 10 of swords, right? A 10 of wands is to catch something and stop it in its tracks before it gets too far, right? A 10 of swords is it's already got too far. You let it go too far and it's coming to an abrupt ending. Some type of result's going to come from that, right? So this is like a 10 of wands. You notice you've been drinking that much or a lot more. Let's just say that. I'm just using these examples. This is for whoever needs to hear this, right? And you caught that. You caught that. You know what I'm saying? It's time to put a 10 of wands to, I'm gonna reevaluate. I'm gonna make a lane switch real quick. I'm sliding over this way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just has to do with just adjusting your target, adjusting yourself on your path, right? This is that type of energy. It's not no biggie, but this is that type of energy. You notice things in your environment. You notice things how your actions and your behavior are, right? So this is that type of energy. It has to do with lining back up with your square, getting back on your square, right? This is that type of energy because when there's a crack in your foundation, that's when the opposition, damn y'all, my speech, sorry. The opposition can come in and try to fuck your whole demonstration up. And being divine and being the person you are, being a person of God, being a person of righteousness, being a virtuous woman and man, right? We're always constantly being tested. We're constantly being trying to be swayed. Everybody is, but the thing is, they coming for you because you know better. Because you know better, right? This is that type of energy, okay? So to wrap this message up, if you feeling out of place, if you feeling out of whack, take a look at your environment. Take a look at your actions. Take a look at your behavior. And your answers will be there. All right? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl. Love to hear from you guys. Drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. Let's start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collector so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day. Stay up and bye-bye.